Cubomedusae, which instead of a brain have only about 1,000 nerve cells, turned out to be capable of learning from their mistakes, in particular, associative learning, the ability to detect connections between several phenomena. This shows that complex cognitive processes do not necessarily require a complex nervous system, German and Danish scientists note in the journal Current Biology. Traditionally, it is believed that in animals, the ability to perform complex learning requires a complex nervous system, which consists of a network of a large number of neurons. But in jellyfish, as representatives of one of the most ancient forms of animal life, the nervous system is represented by a loose cluster of nerve cells in the epidermis. It was assumed that due to such a simple structure, they can learn only in the form of getting used to stimuli. But scientists from the University of Kiel and the University of Copenhagen drew attention to the fact that Trichodelia cystophora Cubomedusae, hunting for crustaceans in dense mangrove thickets, successfully avoid collision with the roots without missing the prey. The scientists decided to find out in experiments what gives jellyfish such an ability to maneuver, and observed them in aquariums, where instead of roots, contrasting stripes were applied to the walls. In experiments, jellyfish successfully avoided contact with high-contrast stripes by turning away from them in time. When the stripes were barely visible, the animals began to encounter them regularly. But it didn't last long. After just a few minutes, the frequency of collisions with pale bars decreased by 50%, from 1.8 to 0.78 per minute. This indicates that jellyfish have learned to associate a visual stimulus with a negative experience in order to avoid it more effectively. The next experiment, in which neurons were electrically stimulated in other jellyfish while showing stripes of different contrast, simulating a collision with them, reinforced the conclusion about associative learning. The discovery of complex learning in brainless animals will help to better understand what memory is and, perhaps, to find the reasons for its impairment in humans. And jellyfish can become a convenient new model for studying the basics of memorization. Genetic modification of these animals, which causes their neurons to glow when activated, has recently begun to help in the study of the nervous system of jellyfish.